sure to check back next week. Trey will be back with part 2 of this More Than a Vote segment, exploring the history of voter suppression and steps we can take to prevent it.
And next week, we will be celebrating the fall season with your top plays of the fall and your best costumes.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt, and it's Drummond in at center. Now here's Love. Here's Osman. Here's Garland. No good with the triple. Now here's Fultz. On the wing, Isaac. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Now here's Gordon after Colin Sexton's miss. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Love outside. And stolen by Gordon. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Vucevic against Love. Now Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. That one wide left.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
Sexton against Fournier. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Here's Fultz. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Isaac. Lays it up off the glass. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Fultz gets it to go.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Isaac with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Vucevic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Love. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Osman. Here's Drummond. A beautiful reverse layup.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Here's Fultz. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Now here's Vucevic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. He dishes it to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. Fournier goes in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Windler, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Fultz dishes to Ross. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
Here's Drummond. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Windler. In the corner, Nance with it. And there's the pass to Porter. Shoots over Vucevic. Great D that time from Vucevic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw good. Gordon.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic out in front. They lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Garland is out there with Porter. And it's Windler in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Inside. Thompson inside, covered by Bamba. Good on the shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Ross with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Nance passes to Thompson. Out to Nance. To the wing right side. To the left side wing. Here's Windler. Banked in off the glass. And that'll tie this game up. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
And here's Thompson. 5 to shoot. Pass to Nance. Over Ross. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Isaac. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the middle. And Isaac throws it down.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Sexton attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
We've got 1:55 left here in the second, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Drummond comes in for Tristan Thompson, and it's Kevin Love in for Nance. Then for the Magic, Vucevic, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Evan Fournier comes in for James Ennis, and it's Fulton for Terrence Ross. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac with the ball. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He kicks to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. High post shot. Here's Isaac. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Osman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Drummond in the post. Vucevic on him. And it's Drummond missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Drummond working against Vucevic. And it's Drummond missing. Magic leading by 4. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Windler's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Gordon's checked in. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, Isaac. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hey, guys, imagine trying to stop that coming at you. 6'10", athletic, quick, strong. Isaac is a difficult matchup.
And both free throws good for Isaac. 5 seconds left in the first half. Sexton for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Well, for Orlando, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, it's easy to see why they...
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Hart.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And Orlando has possession. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. 6 to shoot, and Vucevic kicks to Fournier, knocks it loose, stolen by Garland. It's good. Garland's got the first bucket of the third here for Cleveland.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
You got it. Come on.
Poke loose.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Basket counts. Sexton's got 8 points.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And the Magic making a change here as well. Ross is checked in. Here's Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. He's got 7.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Ennis comes in for Evan Fournier. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Nance passes to Windler. Puts the move on. That one's not going to go. The Magic go the other way with it. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And he makes that one. Osman's got his first basket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now here's Ross. In the corner, Bamba with it. Kicks it to Ennis. Clock at 6. Gordon trying to break loose, and Ennis slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket.
And, you know, from one end to the other, that play was all Ross. His length can be a real factor.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Thompson. Shoots over Bamba. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Carter Williams kicks to Augustine. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Ross against Porter. 40 seconds left to play in the third. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Sexton in for Garland. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Drummond. And that one is off. Nice D from Fournier. Gordon dishes to Augustine. Pass to Ross. And stolen by Love. And we've reached the end of the third. Magic out in front. They're up by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Drummond. Colin Sexton is out there at Porter. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Windler in at the 3, the small forward. Fournier against Porter. Fournier passes to Isaac. Feeds to Bamba. Shot clock at 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Windler, guarded by Augustine. Drummond in the post. He's against Bamba. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Ross. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Augustine against Love. Isaac left side. Passes it to Bamba. Back to Isaac. Stolen by Garland. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time score. Tell you what, Ross covers ground in a hurry, a nanosecond.
Ross with the steal. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Ross. Here's Isaac. 6 to shoot. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Isaac. Orlando leading by 7. Ross with room to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Osman, the pass to Sexton. And there's another turnover by the Cavaliers.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Fournier. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Fultz with the ball. Picked up by Love, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fournier's checked in for the Magic. Fultz finds Fournier. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Fultz. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Sexton the pass to Osman. Isaac with some nice D. Well, Orlando shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Pass to Gordon. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Vucevic. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Sexton penetrating. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Fultz looking around. Vucevic trying to get open. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Now here's Fultz, guarded closely. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so here's Cleveland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really...
It's the 2KMC, and I'm here with all the details about the upcoming events in the neighborhood.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Charlotte, North. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Charlotte, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Graham with the ball. Defended now by Fournier. For 3, Bridges. No good on the shot. And Orlando will come the other way. Down low, Bridges with the steal. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
The second chance effort, the shake, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Fultz looking around, feeds it to Gordon. Back to Fultz. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now Graham. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Rozier kicks to Graham. Biyombo, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Fultz. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the talent Fultz has, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Bridges. The putback. It's good on the putback. Washington's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I like how Washington gets positioned for the offensive rebound. He's got a nice feel for where he needs to be when the shot goes up.
Fultz against Rozier. Fultz the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Rozier against Fultz. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Fultz after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Vucevic. Goes up again. Fournier into the lane. Batum with the steal. Rozier up top, guarded by Fultz, and the basket by Rozier.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Zeller with the double team. Bamba finds Vucevic. And here's Fultz. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the feed to Bamba. Got a hand on it.
The risk of rejection is real. When Washington's around you, you got to be extra careful around him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Devontae Graham's checked in for the Hornets. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets, leading by 5. Outside for Batum. Here's Washington. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Fournier. Here's Isaac. And it's blocked.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
And it's good for 2.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Charlotte up 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Batum is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Bacon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. 3 on the clock. Here's Ennis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Back to Graham. Ross with the steal. Ennis with the ball. He's against Zeller. Bamba finds Carter Williams. Now here's Ennis. He's covered by Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Bacon the pass to Graham. Ross with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Carter Williams with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ross against Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Ross passes to Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Here's Graham. Oh, that's blocked. Batum against Augustine. Wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Washington inside. Magic leading by 3. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Bamba. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Graham. Can they get it? And Bamba pulls it down. Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Augustine looking around. Back to Ross. This is it to Augustine. Over Graham. Zeller grabs the board.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now Washington. He's got 8. Back to Batum. Three-pointer. Graham. The shot comes out. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Bamba finds Carter Williams. Augustine against Batum. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for Washington. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Devontae Green. The Magic also changing it up. Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Augustine.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. 19 seconds left here in the second. Bridges, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
It's stolen by Monk. And so we conclude the first half. Orlando out in front. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never... And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Mohamed Bamba getting it done today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
This was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Hornets with the rebound. Stolen by Gordon. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Mohamed Bamba. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Graham gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Washington kicks to Graham. Lets it go from deep. Three-pointer. Charlotte no good that time either.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Isaac finds Vucevic. Bridges against Isaac, and the layup's good off the glass. Isaac's got the first points of the second half here for the Magic. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
And it's Gordon missing. Hornets trail by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. Fultz with the ball. Gordon the pass to Isaac.
And good at choosing when to shoot. Isaac inserting himself into the offense at the right time.
Graham surveying the floor. Vucevic with the block. But they get it back. Magic leading by 11. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Rozier. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic.
And see who really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Cody Zeller comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Devontae Green. And stolen by Biyombo. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Bridges has got it back down to single digits for the Hornets. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Ross against Batum. Bridges with the steal. Here's Rozier, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Wayne Bacon's checked in for Bridges. Then for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
Well, it's clear that Rozier has a lot of talent. I mean, now the next step is seeing him become a better distributor.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Augustine from outside, and Bacon pulls it down. Hornets trail by 7. Biyombo, the pass to Batum. And here's the fast break, and Bamba leading the way. Augustine, that's good.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And here is Rozier. He's got 9. It's good.
I don't think you can stop Rozier just by getting physical with him. He's too single-minded a scorer to let that stop him.
Bamba kicks to Isaac. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Batum scanning the floor. Out to the right wing. Augustine with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Magic leading by 7. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Rozier with the steal.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Shot by Zeller, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
Here's Rozier. 1 second left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Magic lead by 7. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Batum is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Bacon in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Gordon against Graham. Great positioning on the putback. Biyombo's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Count it.
And the muscle of Fultz. I mean, it helps him on these tough shots. Able to fend off the defenders as well.
Zeller against Gordon. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Graham against Fultz. Here's Biyombo. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. And the pass to Fultz. 6 to shoot. Over Graham. Fultz, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Zeller inside. Biyombo. The shot missing. Nice D from Fournier. Zeller finds Graham. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Lays it up off the glass.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Batum with the steal. And here's the fast break. There's Bacon. Gordon with the defensive effort.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
Ross kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Fournier. And the layup falls.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Bacon. He's guarded by Fournier. Graham with the ball. Over Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Charlotte making some changes. Washington's checked in for Zeller. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Nicholas Batum. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. Left side, Gordon. Vucevic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Isaac against Bridges. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Magic leading by 5. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Fultz. Hornets with the rebound. Biyombo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Washington. The kick out to Rozier. Isaac outside. Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Lock at 6. Here's Vucevic. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Oh, what a huge possession. And Washington says, calm down, I got this. That's the confidence the team needs in that situation.
Here's Graham. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Fournier pass to Fultz. 26 seconds left in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Isaac against Bridges. Puts it up from 12. Doesn't go for him.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
That's what they need to tie it. Boy, what a game this has been.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Here's Fultz. Can't connect. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous amount.
2K TV. In top plays, it's your top block. Then the 2K community takes on this season's 2K TV challenge.
Are you kidding me?
And we update you on what's happening in my team.
Coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Good.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feels it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Now, here's Isaac, following the miss by Otto Porter. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vucevic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Now here's Levine. Here's Carter. Rebounded by Isaac.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Yes, that goes in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Trying to get open is Carter. Levine can't hit.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
The drive by Vucevic, and the shot is good. Vucevic has got 6.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Rebound by the Bulls.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
Here's Porter. Count it. Good.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Carter. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
1:43 left to play here in the first. Fultz looking around. Pass to Isaac. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And that one, good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Porter. Isaac with the steal. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Carter. Fultz against Levine. Outside White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Markkanen. Ball's knocked loose. And so Orlando again turning it over. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Then for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Gordon. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Bamba dishes to Ross. There's 37 seconds left in the first.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Bulls trail by 5. Here's Satoransky. Rebounded by Vucevic. Magic have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Augustine passes to Ross. Augustine against Dunn. The pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Ross. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And again, no good by Chicago. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Orlando out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the... And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he put...
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team, like I said. Just
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got DJ Augustine. Ennis out there with Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Carter Williams in at the 2 guard. Here's Young. And good that time. Young's got his first points in this one. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Clock at 4. Done. Unable to get that one. And Orlando will come the other way. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Carter Williams kicks to Ennis. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lowry Marketing comes in for Young. Porter's checked in for Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Dunn. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Ennis. Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carter Williams. The Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Doesn't go that time. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Fournier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Back to Satoransky. Levine wide open. Offensive rebound. Carter kicks to Satoransky. Markkanen passes to Carter. Shoots the 3. Chicago with a new 14. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Pass to Isaac. The 3. Up again, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 points.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Again, Levine missing. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Isaac outside. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
Not just a half-court player, Wendell runs the floor well and has those long strides that eat up the ground.
Carter against Isaac. Markkanen pulls it in.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Levine way outside. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Levine dishes to Carter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Orlando has possession. Here's Fournier. The step back jumper is good. Fournier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And so it's the Orlando. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He had 11 points and 6 rebounds. Shaq, what's your take on Orlando?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense they're running tonight. They're not forcing shots.
And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Levine, it's stolen by Fultz. Here's Fournier. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Levine. Pass to Fultz. Yep, that one goes. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Levine for 3. They grab their own miss.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
Here's Fultz. 10 points for him. On the wing, Isaac. Guarded by Porter. Isaac kicks to Vucevic. Shoots from the elbow. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Levine inside the three-point line. Wow, way off on that one.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
The pass to Isaac. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. Jacks up a 3. Vucevic to the pass to Fultz. Fournier against White. There's the triple. And it's Vucevic missing. Markkanen with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. To the inside. Another shot. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist from Fournier. And the Magic lead by 14.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Gordon kicks to Augustine. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Pass to Ross. Back to Augustine. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Fires from 18. Good work there as it goes.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's White. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
And it's Gordon missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Carter. To the paint. Markkanen kicks to Harrison. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic to the pass to Augustine. Lets it go with the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep him there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. The lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Ennis in at the small forward. And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Cornette can't get it to go. Magic leading by 11. Here's Isaac. And he's good on the three ball. Isaac's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Satoransky. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Dunn. Bulls trail by 13. Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
Satoransky finds Young for three. Levine, and the Bulls with another miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here are the Magic now. Fultz kicks to Isaac from downtown. The offensive rebound.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Over in the corner, Isaac. Vucevic to the pass to Ross. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Satoransky. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Evan Fournier comes in for Ross.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
First one falls for him. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time. He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Fultz finds Gordon. Stolen by Carter. Outside, Levine takes a three. Rebound by the Magic.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Fultz, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Vucevic.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Offensive rebound. Fournier for three. Gordon kicks to Isaac. Here's Fultz. Orlando gets it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
From deep three-point range. From outside the arc, off target with that shot.
Good defense by Markin, and some scouts question that end of the floor. But he's been better than advertised.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
my team. That's all coming up now.
Welcome to another edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. This week we're shaking things up a bit and we're starting off with your top plays.
That's right. This week it's all about defense.
For the land of the free.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Isaac passes to Vucevic. Back to Isaac. Here's Fultz. Drops in the layup for 2.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Sexton the pass to Drummond. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Good on the second free throw. Here's Fultz. Now the pass to Gordon, and stolen by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Sexton, finished off the break.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
And his whole career, Kevin Love, a fantastic passer at that position. Great vision for a big man.
You think about it, Greg, he's one of those players who you're kind of watching throughout the course of any game, and you're hoping for that kind of highlight. I mean, that's rarefied air. If it's not a dunk, but we're waiting for a Kevin Love outlet pass, that tells you it's special.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Cleveland with the ball. Garland the pass to Osman. And it's sent back by Isaac. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. He feeds it to Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Fultz.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Garland, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Garland dishes to Drummond. Here's Osman. He's covered by Isaac. Garland kicks to Osman. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Fournier against Sexton. Here's Fultz. Second shot opportunity. It doesn't go for him. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break from past the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Isaac passes to Gordon. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. So for the Magic, Ross, who's checked in for Evan Fournier, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Gordon, and it's James Ennison for Jonathan Isaac. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in, 6 to shoot. Ennis passes to Bamba. With 1 on the clock, and the dunk by Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Cavaliers leading. Right side, Sexton. Thompson. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Sexton against Augustine. To the inside, Vucevic. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Porter. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Magic have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That one drops for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Sexton penetrating. And he gets it to go. Sexton's got 8.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
And a high-scoring first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the small forward.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. So it's Orlando now, following the score by Cleveland. And Vucevic kicks to Ennis. And Ennis slams it in. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Nance. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Porter. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Isaac comes in for Bamba. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ennis. And it's Fulton for Carter Williams.
Well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. And it's Gordon penetrating. Bamba finds Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
And both free throws good for Isaac. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Porter with it. And it's blocked. Inside, Gordon. Love grabs the board. And it's Love with the ball for the Cavaliers. Porter passes to Osman. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Isaac goes in. And Isaac throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
The Cavaliers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. DJ Augustine's checked in for Fultz. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Lets it go from 11. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gordon with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Bamba kicks to Isaac. Pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes it to Osman. Isaac with the steal. They're running. Now Augustine. And here's Fournier. Now here is Augustine. Porter pulls it in. Down low. Dishes to Drummond. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Porter. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Augustine looking around. The feed to Gordon. Wide open shot is on the money. Gordon's got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Gordon. Magic leading by 6. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Carter Williams, and it goes down 2 points. Carter Williams has got his first bucket in this one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. Or third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their field goal percentage was a robust. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own.
Oh, that was something else.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Fultz dishes to Fournier. Kicks it to Vucevic. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon finds Vucevic. Knocks it loose and stolen by Drummond. Love the pass to Osman. Back to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland dishes to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. To the inside. Lets it fly, and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Cavaliers trail by 5. The open look here for Sexton. From beyond the arc, and then some. Sexton's got 13.
Well, Sexton feeling it now and getting it going from the 3-point line.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And they pick up 2. 10 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And they get it back. And that one, good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Fultz. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 4.
And you got to prevent Fultz from getting all the way to the rim. Once he sees an open lane, he just attacks it. He is absolutely relentless.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Isaac goes in. Good D from Love. For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Outside, Sexton. Isaac with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Isaac outside. Shoots from 12. Kept alive. Outside Fournier. The pass to Gordon. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got his second basket.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Fultz. It's stolen by Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And the speed of Fultz is lethal.
When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
Love, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Fultz. Nice D from Sexton. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Isaac against Sexton. And the basket by Isaac. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fultz looking around. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 9 points. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Here's Ross. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Ross has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic. Garland dishes to Thompson. To the paint, here's Nance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Cleveland moving it around. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
Now here's Ennis, covered by Nance. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Carter Williams with it. Garland picks him up. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Isaac's checked in for James Ennis.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact. Think about Tristan Thompson and just the willingness he has on a nightly basis to just go out there, play rugged, set screens. It's a lot of the reasons why he's earned a lot of respect from teammates over the years.
Inside, Porter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Porter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Down low. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision-making, it's a tough combination.
Knocked loose. Porter in the corner. Pass to Thompson. To the left wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Off target with his 3.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Gordon. That one doesn't drop. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Porter in the corner. Nance outside. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Puts up a three. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
Isaac passes to Gordon. Back to Isaac. He can't get that one. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Garland kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Porter. Back to Thompson. There's Garland. The three-pointer, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Windler with the bucket.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Ross against Nance. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. The dish now to Ross. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Sexton for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Ross passes to Vucevic. Back to Ross. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
It's Drummond, high post. He dishes it to Garland. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And it's off from three-point range. Isaac with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Count that one from Isaac. And the Magic lead by 10.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
There's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
Man, Garland like a small jet, room to take off, and he's flying.
From deep, misses the shot. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
defense. It's another installment of Your Best Blocks. Brought to you by Mobile One.
What's up? I'm the 2KMC, and it's time for your top plays of the week. Putting all the stops in today with the best blocks you've sent in on social.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now, here's Rozier. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
And finished off by Fultz.
Well, this is what's evolving over time, right? Markelle Fultz running the pick and roll, such a precise play.
Rozier finds Biyombo. Here's Rozier. Back to Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Here's Washington, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Rozier after Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Isaac passes to Vucevic. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Now Fultz. Now the dish to Fournier. He feeds it to Vucevic. Right side Gordon. 4 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Graham against Fournier. Graham the pass to Washington. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando leading. To the paint. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Graham the pass to Biyombo. And now here comes Gordon leading the break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Hornets trail by 6. Graham from outside. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. 1:32 left in the first quarter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Rozier with the ball. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul for the Magic. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Washington, and it's Batum in for Rozier. And the jam by Ross.
We call that making it quick work. The chance to start the break, and they take it. Ross is hard to slow down.
Outside, Batum. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Zeller. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon kicks to Vucevic, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic, and it's James Ennison for Jonathan Isaac.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Steps back and fires. Augustine, no luck.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And it's Graham missing. Ross for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Ennis in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Gordon. Fades. Ennis misses. Hornets trail by 6. There's Bacon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And both free throws good for Ross.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Graham gets a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Ross on the wing. He kicks it to Carter-Williams. Outside Gordon. In the corner, Bamba with it. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. And stolen by Zeller. A fast break now for Charlotte. 3-pointer, Graham. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Dishes it to Zeller. Graham surveying the floor. Over Gordon. Again, the Hornets score.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
To halt the run, that one falls. Ross has got 6.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Graham. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bridges against Gordon. The feed now to Ross. Over Batum. No good from Ross.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Bridges misses. The Magic trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Graham against Ross.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And the jam by Ross.
My goodness, the vertical of Terrence Ross is special.
So the wing on the left. Bridges against Carter Williams. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's the Hornets now. To the right side. Clock at 6. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Outside, Batum. To the middle, there's Bacon. That shot off, and Orlando the other way now. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Hornets also changing it up. Biyombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. B.J. Washington comes in for Bridges. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Green. Now here is Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. Fournier gets a wide open look. Here's Vucevic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Count that one from Isaac.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
The pass to Bacon. Back to Rozier. And so, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. We've got Rozier. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Washington passes to Rozier. And he gets the bucket.
And when Rozier goes on the drive, he's relentless. Even the contact can't throw off his shot.
Gordon kicks to Vucevic. On the wing, Isaac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
Now, here's Rozier. Graham in the corner for the three, and the three ball is good. Graham's got 12 points in the game.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
Here's Graham. Following the basket by Evan Fournier. Graham dishes to Biyombo. Bucket is good.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And Rozier pulls it down. Hornets trail by 3. Graham kicks to Biyombo. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Ross is checked in for the Magic. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Orlando making some changes. Bamba comes in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Biyombo kicks to Graham. And the Hornets miss again.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Zeller is checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
This is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Bamba with the block. Zeller dishes to Bridges. Zeller, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Augustine. Here's the three. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's sent back by Isaac. Rozier against Augustine. 2 points. That one goes. Augustine's got his first 2 points.
That's the quickness of DJ Augustine. Put it on the deck, get to the driving game. Really nicely done.
Rozier the pass to Graham. Five on the clock. Over to the wing for 3. Bridges. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Isaac finds Fournier. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Augustine looking around. The Magic need to get a shot off here. That one goes. Count it.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Graham in the corner. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's tipped. Bamba kicks to Vucevic. Misses the 3. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Graham. That one goes in. Graham's got 14.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac passes to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Augustine from outside. Can't hit that one. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. And it's sent back by Isaac. Augustine against Zeller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Miles Bridges.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
And here is Rozier. Pass to Bacon. Here's Biyombo. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Magic. They're up by 5. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good on the quick 3. Magic leading by 5 to the inside. Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That'll be his second foul of the game. Charlotte shooting 40% from the field. Passes it to Rozier. To the middle. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Rozier. Bacon the pass to Batum. Out to the wing. Vucevic against Rozier. Shot clock at 5. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Magic leading by 6. Fultz kicks to Gordon. Poked loose. Rozier with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Ambo trying to break free. Batum, good.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And stolen by Zeller. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his third foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Washington's checked in for Zeller. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Over in the corner, Washington. And there's the pass to Bacon. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fultz against Rozier. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Back to Isaac. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Biyombo. He gets that one.
Well, as a big man, he's got impressive speed in the open floor. Go to work, Bismack Biyombo.
Fires from 18. Isaac misses. Hornets trail by 4. Rozier with room to fire. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Isaac passes to Gordon. And stolen by Biyombo. To tie it up. And it's Graham missing. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Graham against Fultz. Graham, the pass to Washington. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Orlando leading by 4. Fultz finds Fournier. The Magic again can't hit. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Graham with the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Fultz looking around. Isaac outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. Charlotte shooting not great, 40% for the game. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
Here's Graham. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Gordon. Pass to Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be.
Bridges finds Washington. Graham from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Isaac outside. For 3, Fournier misses there. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it great.
social media.
Yeah, boy! That's right! Oh! All day, baby! Oh, yeah! That's money! Woo! Way to finish that! Woo!
First up, we have some one-on-one action with S.J. Corleo.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. The pass to Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Levine can't hit. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Outside Fournier. Here's Gordon. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Vucevic gets double teamed. Gordon the pass to Isaac. Over Porter. Shot clock at 2. Here's Fultz. Back to Isaac for 3. And it's White with the rebound. And here are the Bulls now. Up top, Markkanen. He's covered by Isaac. White against Isaac. The 9-foot shot. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Levine way outside, and the Bulls get it back.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And Fultz gets it to go.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
Now here is Carter. Markkanen passes to Carter. On the wing, Porter. Outside, Levine. Trying to get open is Carter. The offensive rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Fultz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Here's Young. Following the score by Aaron Gordon. Shoots from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, ideally, you'd like Young to be playing closer to the basket, but I tell you what, if he's going to make that shot, he'll gladly take it.
Fultz finds Vucevic. Count that bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
They get it back. Cornette and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Fultz against Dunn. Here's Gordon. Inside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Orlando with the ball. Volts kicks to Ross. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Young. Rebound by the Magic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Fultz. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Fultz has got 6 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Stolen by Gordon. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Over in the corner, Fultz. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Carter Williams comes in for James Ennis. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Chicago also making some changes. Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Chris Dunn. Here's Harrison. It's all tied in Orlando. And will return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Bulls 5 right now. Satoransk there with Harrison. Then it's Young. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Isaac with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba. But his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Down low.
Yo, kick it out.
Bamba kicks to Augustine. Isaac misses. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Fournier. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Right side, White over Augustine. And again, no good by Chicago. Fast break. Here come the Magic. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And Isaac stays with it. Isaac's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
Well, you have to keep Isaac off the boards. I mean, when he's that close to the rim and has good position, he's a threat to grab a bunch of rebounds.
Now here's White. Yep, it counts. White's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Augustine, that's good.
You know, it's obvious and easy to talk about Augustine's speed. He's a speed merchant, but how about his creativity there?
Carter finds Porter. Levine up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, those long strides of Isaac, they allow him to get behind the defense and gobble up a lot of ground in the open court.
Here's White, and he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Augustine, and it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr. Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Porter, no luck. The Magic have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Knocked away. Bamba passes to Augustine. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Augustine.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Carter Williams against Levine. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Augustine with it. Now defended by Markkanen. The shot's good from Fournier.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting this shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Here's Markkanen. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Chicago called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Bamba.
Well, it's fairly obvious, but it's important that Bamba stays healthy so he can keep improving. I mean, his skill set and physical tools both are very impressive. His upside is way up.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Isaac. Aaron Gordon comes in for Fournier. Ennis, he's checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Harrison. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-6 run. Now the feed to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Pass to Hutchison. Here's Harrison over Ennis. And so we wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Markelle Fultz.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Bamba. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Fournier trying to break loose, and it's Gordon missing. Bulls trail by 7. White inside, covered by Bamba, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. Bamba passes to Vucevic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Mohamed Bamba. Young's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Kobe White. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Levine for 3. Vucevic with the rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Young. He dishes it to Markkanen. Back to Satoransky. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine can't hit.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Fultz. He has 6. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Pass to Ross. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Gordon's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Satoransky looking around. This one for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. Vucevic finds Gordon. Here's Ross. Outside Fournier. Fires for 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 7.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Good on both. Orlando leading by 17. And the pass to Vucevic. To the inside. Ennis kicks to Ross. And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. 5 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And so it's Orlando feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Bulls, Harrison out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Valentine, and it's Cornette in at the center position. Up again, that's tipped. Valentine passes to Hutchison. Out to the right wing, 6 to shoot. Here's Valentine, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Valentine, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Gordon's checked in for Ennis. Then for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. And it's White in for Chris Dunn.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Fultz against White. Fultz the pass to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And the Magic lead by 17.
Gordon so agile in the screen and roll. Exceptional at getting position in these sets.
Pass to Hutchison. Back to White. Isaac with the steal. Ross with it. Passes to Gordon. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Fultz kicks to Ross. Vucevic trying to get open. No good from Ross. Bulls trail by 17. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Back to Valentine. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Ross. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ross with the steal. Outside Gordon. Isaac outside. Over Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the team.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. White, wide open, he fires. Here's Hutchison. Great D that time from Vucevic. Magic leading by 14. Gordon kicks to Isaac. The Magic again can't hit. The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Hutchison's shot is off. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Gordon the pass to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Fournier the bounce pass. Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Just 4 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside, Markkanen. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Fultz. Shoots a 3. Here's a 1-2. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Now here's Satoransky. Young for 3. The rebound by a 1-2. The drive by Vucevic. Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful. What a punch. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you